that is, oh wait, so everything's set up. So, hello. It's been a while. Well, it's been a good week so far. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I hope you guys, excuse me, some of my words. I hope you guys enjoyed both your weekend and your holiday yesterday because, boy, do I have a lot to talk about what I did over the weekend. So as I said Thursday, like I had a lot of real life stuff happening. None of it bad whatsoever. Just like I was gonna be involved in it. Like so, um, Friday we started off with like I said, our nephew's prom, our oldest one, his prime send off, which that entire day, that entire week was just that was something. All right, I will tell you, because that entire week it was just a whole. You have months to plan this, and yet the week of you're like scrambling to find like get decorations and whatnot. So we were like on a we were basically doing that before we showed up. Then we like it really didn't start until like we had to go like grab a red carpet. So carpet like fabric. So we went to Walmart to go get that, and we ended because the only way they was gonna get like the backdrops or whatever was if they were gonna come afterwards, and then you know how that goes. Like, well, what would be the point of getting it now and not the week of? Like, you'll get there the week after. So we just got the fabric and sat it down. He came out, had his little suit, took pictures, and then we waited for his date to show up. And yeah, the date I will say like I like the vibe of his dates. The date was just like he was just like um like everyone gets a hug type of energy, and I'm like I always mess with that energy. Like I'm always up for someone who's like who's just like you could just tell like the type of person they are, just like how first impression goes. Like as far as first impression go, like he made a good one, and I really hope they enjoyed their time together for prom, honestly, because I didn't go to my prom. Like I was the outlier, because it's just like, like I already said straight up. I'm like I'm not going to my prom. Like I'm not. It's like it's overrated. Like It's just one night. So instead, spent that with my at the time girlfriend and a group of our friends. It was a fun time. Like it was like a fun little get together. So never think you have to do if it like you feel like it's like required or just like you feel pressure to do it. Like no, you always have a choice. So that was my choice not to go, and we just spent together like again with a group of our friends. It was fun, like fun time. Like I look back on it and it's just like yeah, I'd do it again. I'd do it all over again if I could. And um, same for my not taking the picture with the principal. Like as part of the senior dues. I was like hell no. Like I don't respect that lady. I still don't. I was like I don't regret that. I was like how like that was another thing where it's like I don't. I was like she tried to do too much. Like Insane will tell you like we have stories on that like the because again if you don't know or like Insane by Design, friend of the channel, mod of the channel. He like we went to high school together and we've been friends since, and we met in ninth grade, and again we've been friends since. We have God knows how many high school stories we could tell you. So same with our group of friends, and just like yeah, she like, cause we went from being like, our school like King had like an old building and a new building, and we were gonna be the first to graduate in the new building, and she tried to do so much shit with that, like just it was a lot. All right, like the like one memory I could tell you straight off was the painting ceremony, because she dressed like a fucking KKK member, and I can still remember that to this day. That still stands out to me. Like, she had the whole white robe and anything. The only thing she was missing was a goddamn hood, and she had the bright idea to build a fountain in front of the school. Mind you, this is a black public school, so you think what would happen if someone just decided to, I don't know, just dump somebody in there in the winter? Just, crazy how that works. So it's one of those things. Like, I was like, she just tried too much, and every time like we like ride past the school, it's just, I don't want to go back in there. That's been me, like, ever since like I graduated. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I want no associated with that school, like, at all. So um Saturday was D&D. God, did things get pear shaped with that? Like, I don't think I mentioned this before, but the last session we did, because we took like a couple breaks off, was because we didn't have enough people for it. It was we were in the Dragon Kingdom, right? Like, basically bathed to get there, and just as we were heading there, like, a lot of shit happened. Like, I was basically told, like, hey, we got special exhibits to show for you, and like, especially you, Kano, which I named my character, like, my typlosion, which is basically a typlosion now. But yeah, it was just like one of those, like, hey, try not to get captured type of deals. Like, we were just, it basically showing us like the end goal. Like, we were gonna get there. Like, that's like everything they were the main threat, and we would have to go there eventually, and it just turned to like a shit show all around. I like from me pissing off another guy named Quasar, finding out from like briefly like getting in contact with Shaman while he was frozen. He was again, I think I mentioned this before. He was turned to a statue by Hunter J, like, while we were running from the Dragonite, and find out like what I need to do is just grab her control, and then getting gaslit by the vindictive bitch known as Zatu, which I will always call her that, and then like having to deal with church stuff with the what was it? I think it was the Church of yeah, like, you're right, the Church of Palkia and the Church of Rayquaza. Like, because Dialga was like is in the Steel Kingdom, because we are acting like, well, isn't Dialga a dragon type too? It's just like, oh, it's like they're in the Steel Kingdom. We don't talk to those traders. Like, the Dragon Kingdom thing is might makes right, like strength above all else. So it's one of those things. And then we were basically like the cartoon villains there. We even had our little, how the wanted posters and excuse me, One Piece are, like, that's basically us, except like really cartoony villainy. And yeah, it was just a lot of shit going on. And like, one of our members got kidnapped because they had the Jade Orb. I ended up like sleight of handing the Jade Orb and got it. And then we talked to them about it. About say like, hey, we can summon it. Hey, like, this is legit Jade Orb, but you need to promise us we get a favor out of it. So again, Summer Rayquaza ended up what do we do? Yeah, ended up asking him like how to help Shaman Victini, because again, Hunter J got Victini somehow, and I wasn't even there for that one. So they got Victini too, and yeah, it was just or probably did not appreciate me saying like, oh, they wanted some of the plates and some of Arceus, and well, if the Dragon Kingdom's so goddamn tough, then they got nothing to worry about. So he shot a hyper beam like at the sky because again I had uncanny dodge, so I was gonna his ass wasn't hitting me, he was gonna hit somebody else. So and it was we were basically told like, hey, don't do anything that will affect the Dragon Kingdom, and basically told us like you're on your own basically. And then we also that includes a favor too. So we ended up having to distract Gengar. Well, Dragonite were telling them like, hey, the orb's here. So we tried to get the holy water, only for Gengar to almost capture my ass because I used like sleight of hand to grab the vial, and then he tried to pull me into it, only for like our Lapras to pull me out. And then as we were running, like I through both my smoke screen and her mist, we both like ran out, but we lost Eevee along the way. So we ended up having to wait for Eevee. We had the choice of like we could abandon Eevee or wait for her to come find us. And then as the gate was closing, Eevee showed up and we did an acrobatics check to save him. So we did that. But the last touch we did Saturday, like things went really pear shaped, and that everything that went wrong could go wrong because now the Dragon Kingdom has all the plates because of a wish gone bad by Jirachi, because my wish was to use it for the Pokeball that had Espeon in it. I also should have asked for like the control device Hunter J had, but I didn't. While our other two teammates, they were just like, oh, we should just capture Gengar, put him in a jar. And mind you, I knew straight up like the DM was gonna let that slide because Gengar's the main antagonist, so obviously like it's not gonna be that easy of a solution. It's never that easy a solution for an antagonist. So it was one of those things where it's like I'm not gonna because the like both me and Rapidash, we both had wish tickets. So and I was my thing with the wish was that I don't know if it's a monkey's paw type deal or we are just going straight into like you get exactly what you wish for. He's just write down what you wish for. And I was like, and I thought about it. I was like, oh, I can, because my original plan, if we didn't have Eevee, was going to be like, I'm going to use the wish to free Lord Shaman, like my god. But I didn't. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it for Eevee, because I also thought in the belief that it was what Lord Shaman would do. Like, he would want me to do it. So that's what I did. I ended up for the Pokeball that has Espeon in it, or to find out we can't open it because it's ID and match. So next session we're gonna, God, hopefully get like a way to open it. I'm really hoping I can at that point, but um, Rapidash was gonna use her wish to open the Pokeball, and I was like, no, 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 it's your wish, because my thing with the entire campaign is just that I'm not gonna force you to make decisions I would make. I'm not gonna play that. Like I don't like I'm just let it play out. I'm that type. I'm like I'm not gonna force you to use your wish on something like that will help me. I'm like play how you want to do, and they want to trap Gengar, so I'm like we just gotta bear with those consequences. So it was gonna. The thing was that they were gonna trap Gengar in a jar in a bottle that only they can open, and by they also included the party member, which included again me, Rapidash, Ivysaur, Feraligatr, and Lapras. They were gonna be the only ones who could open the whatever and it was gonna be indestructible. So before they got the bottle, Summer Gengar, and trapped her in the bottle before we could do anything. Feraligatr got possessed by Darkrai again. Opened the bottle. Gengar came out and then possessed Jirachi. Used the third wish to summoned all the plates to his location, to the Dragon Kingdom, and then took Jirachi, and then later possessed Ivysaur to take the Eye of Mew. So Ivysaur is now blind in one eye, but we were told if we beat Gengar, we can get their eye back. And Rapidash, she was having a conversation with both her gods, Entei and Reshiram, who basically told them like, hey, if you get all the marks from the mysticals, you can seal the plates back up and stop Arceus from being summoned. Because that's the thing, we're trying to stop Arceus from getting summoned, and then like, because again, we were like in the Fairy Kingdom for all this, by the way. Fairy Kingdom was love and peace. Like, they don't tolerate fighting. So we were trying to use like non-lethal means to fight the primal Pokemon that were attacking. So we used like a bunch of like healing fans and a bunch of stuff that would control people or charm them. So that we ended up doing that. Got most of it done. We ended up becoming like as rank adventurers for doing that, the highest rank. So we did like from really tough itself. So that worked out. Like that was the only thing that did go pear shaped. And I'm trying to think what happened. Oh yeah, after the whole shit show with Gengar and Jirachi, Mew and Celebi showed up and basically gave us their marks. Like Mew gave the mark to Ivysaur, which is their god, and Celebi gave their mark to me, and they are no longer in that plane anymore. So now we're basically on a a mystical legendary Pokemon hunt. We're looking for, yeah, who is it? Who they list? Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Deoxys is one, Shaman is one, Victini is another one, Manaphy is one, Kaleido is one, Keldeo, Meloetta, and Genesect, I believe, were like, and I know we had like, because I still have the Manaphy egg, and that's going to hatch in this session, so I'm like, alright, we at least got another mark done. So we're like basically looking for like Deoxys, Keldeo, Meloetta, and Genesect, and while we still have like, Shaman and Victini are in the the Dragon Kingdom. So it's looking pretty pear shaped, not gonna lie. And then we got back to the normal kingdom. We were stopped at the gate, said Alakazam wanted to meet us, and I knew straight up fucking Gengar was possessed them because he was holding Ambipom with Psychic. I was like, I know it's you, Gengar. I just got fed up with his shit, so I used intimidation on him to tell him like, hey, I don't care how many bodies you have. You can throw Dragonite at me, Salamence, the vindictive bitch. You can just, I will hunt you down. Like, even if I go down, like, by myself, I would be taking you with me. And yeah, like, that shook him. He was just like, well, Alakazam's the strongest of the bodies I can possess, so that really does affect me. And we also got the whole, like, his thing is just like, well, you all we need is Eevee. If you give us Eevee, you can just go on being adventurers. And just like why he wants to summon like Arceus or whatnot, and watch the world burn. It's like, no, it's not that. And then it's just like it's a whole lot. It was a whole ass situation. And then what else happened? It's like trying to bring this stuff up. And we tried to use the Holy Water because again we were preparing that. Use Psychic on both, and then like he holding it was like Alakazam was holding both with Psychic, and then we like I think we're actually engaging him now, and because he's like towards the end of the session he Mega Evolved, so we're basically fighting a Mega Alakazam when we get back, like whenever we start the next session. So yeah, that was, God, that was something. I was just like, and then we we end up going to see the Thunderbolts. Like three of us. Like Mike, my brother, his partner, and his friend. We end up going to see the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was it was good. Like I didn't expect it to be that good, but it was good. All things considered, like I did not go in with any expectations. I went in with the lowest expectations that, and just like this was like a surprisingly good movie, a Marvel movie. Like because we're not focusing like on the main thing because they were just like this is actually I actually do like Ilana as the lead. Like I appreciate her more than I did like Natasha's Black Widow. Like because I felt she had more personality, more chemistry with the team than whatever the hell Black Widow was just there for in the Avengers. So she got that going for her. So I appreciate that. Like and then they like set up like they'll show up, they will return in the next movie, and Red Guardian was also fun too. Like, because why not? Shame what happened to Taskmaster though. That's kind of like missed potential. They was like, yeah, no more Taskmaster. And then Sunday hit, and I alluded to this, but just to say it straight up, my brother got engaged to his partner. Like that was the proposal. They didn't know about it. Like I knew about it, and our our dad and older brother knew about it. We just they were the only one that didn't know about it. So we went there to propose, like to watch him propose because he said he was gonna do it as soon as he got the pendant. He did that, and it was really it was sweet. And I recorded twice because he did it immediately as he got there, and then we shot at him the running back when more people showed up. So he did. So I got both of them. I got the original, and then I got the running back version. So I was like running back. So and we got to meet their parents and the rest of their family members. Like good people all around. And they said they want to wait 2 years to plan their wedding. So, well, they got 2 years to plan it. So we just, yeah, we're like again, like fun vibes all around, good vibes all around. Can't really complain. So like it's not one of those like, oh, these people think they're better off than us. Just like no, these are chill people. They actually like jokingly say like thanks for taking them off our back, and then our moms did the same for our brothers. It's like thanks for taking him off our back. So it's just one of those like they like as long as the parents get along, and it's like and the family. That's all that really matters. Like because honestly, like they're good for each other. Like I will say this straight up, not even like sugarcoating or whatever. Like they're like actual like literally good for each other. Like they complement each other so well. So it is one of those things where it's just like makes me wish for like, hey, someday you'll have something like that. Like, but I'm not gonna, hang up over it. Like, it's like as long as the people around me are happy, that's good enough for me. Like I'm not like everyone out there who's just who gets weird about romance and stuff and just like scream for the heavens like why don't I have that? I was like if it happens it happens. I'm like I'm not gonna be too torn up on it, you know. So it's one of those things. So I just again fun time, and then like yesterday was just Memorial Day stuff. So ended up having to cut the grass a bit, and then afterwards just we went to our aunt's house for a bit, and then just like watching Fatal Attraction. That was so God. I don't. Oof. Oof. It's like watching those Tubi movies where like the same thing happens. Like I want what you have, or I didn't want this kid, and now here you are getting pregnant, and then I'm like I gotta kill you because you were gonna keep the kid. So it's crazy, man. That's why I'm just like y'all be weird with this. Speaking of weird, someone's getting weird with me on Twitter about I commented that someone said like kind of prefer like why did Rumi have to get had to lose a limb and just like or have prosthetic. I was like yeah, I'm like I like because I commented saying like yeah I agree. I'm like why did Rumi have to lose both like her arm and a leg, and then the next time we see her she's with prosthetics and I'm just like yeah, I'm like, you have a whole island and a UA support group. You can give her like better prosthetics. Like, obviously, this is the anime doing this, right? So I already like me reading the manga. I already know that in the finale she gets like better prosthetics. All right, someone had to be weird about it and said, hey, it's like it adds to her like her the clunky prosthetics add to her appeal. You all not ready to handle that, and I was like, that's not it. I'm like, prosthetics or not, I still like Rumi as a character. It's just I don't like the design of her prosthetics. Like her default prosthetics, I'm like they look terrible. They do not mess as well as like they should. And I was like, I don't know what the hell's with that, but that's just how it is. And he took it. And I also said like, again, Rumi is Rumi. She could be built like She-Hulk, and I will still get over her. And he's like, you make it seem like She-Hulk is a baddie. I'm like, why are you assuming the worst? And then like the dude who did the post, he commented too, saying like, no one said that. We literally said like we like her the as a character. Like we're gonna like her regardless. And like it's just the fact that she lost like prosthetics or not. It's just the fact she lost both major like she lost her arm and a leg. Like if she lost one, cool, but she lost two, and then it's like the design. So again, Twitter just being weird. So I'm like I need to stop. I need to stop answering the people on there, man. Like it gets to me. Like I'm just like y'all be taking this shit too seriously, especially for fictional characters, especially the ships. God, I'm tired of talking about ships, man. I'm like I'm here. My multi shipper ass is just shipping like having multiple ships I support, and here I'm being called. I'm seeing people get called out for being stragged or whatever because of liking a simple male female relationship. I'm like, you guys are weird. All right, stop complaining about like women being like over sexualized in like gotcha games or whatnot, and then have the same double standards when it's like a male focused gotcha game. I'm like, y'all can't pull that card. Like, cause like no, cause you guys are the main ones who just like, cause it's a saying. It's like a never ending cycle where it's just like we like you talk about you don't like this queer shit because you're just a homophobe. It's like, no, because you guys get annoying with that. I'm like, I'm a proud fucking ally. And I'm just like, I get annoyed when you just, like, when people are just like, they go out of their way to look for ships they don't like and say, like, I hate this and tell people to go kill themselves repeatedly. I'm like, don't do that. Like, it's not that serious. And yeah, they still do it anyway. And play the victim when they get attacked. I'm like, you don't get to do that. All right, it happens with like the Hoyoverse MC harems, where it's just like they despise those, like they were Hitler, and just it's just so much. Where it's like they wish death on people. I'm like, it's not that serious. They're fictional characters, guys. Stop being weird about it. So anyway, that being said, that's my little as you know, if you're new here, for the story modes, specifically for Blazblue, I don't tend to talk except like to interject like my commentary the few times it matters, but like whenever we start beforehand, like I usually get my thoughts out of like whatever I was doing like the previous days before or the weekend. So obviously, since we didn't play Monday, I decided to do that now, and we already did. I basically said all I can. So yeah, and also we're done with the main story at that. Like I didn't talk about this towards the finale, but yeah, the next time we see Ragna, he's not gonna have any idea what the fuck's going on because he suffers through amnesia again, which is annoyance number 2 for me in Central Fiction. Ragna suffers amnesia again, so and personally, I don't know if it gets cured or whatnot, but it will just we'll know when we replay Central Fiction. That's well when I replay Central Fiction, but hope you guys are looking forward to that because again, like I said before, this is all new territory for me. I do not know what any of this shit is going forward, so let's head on to like this end content. I was about to say, please don't crash on me. But like I said, main story's done. We're not touching that. And yeah, here's this Sin story. Kagura Determination, Bullet the Rat, Kokonoe Collision. Does this take place after the main story?
We don't seem to have been followed. I guess our diversion worked. This feels almost too easy. Maybe we were a little over-prepared, huh? Captain? Something's wrong.
A tiger.
This is too easy. There are almost no guards here, and I don't think our diversion is responsible. Well, I don't know. Maybe you're just overthinking it. I hope I am. Keep your guard up all the same. We've almost reached our target.
Yeah, that is Tiger.
What the hell is that?
It's a cauldron.
This is the first time you've seen one, huh? This is a cauldron? Wait, what's that? Looks like a coffin. That's it. No mistake. That's the causality weapon. You're early. I've heard you're good. Maybe this'll be fun after all. So the stench of blood in this room is you, mad dog. Azrael! I'm touched. The captain of a special forces unit knows my name. Don't give me that. There isn't a single one of us who doesn't know who you are. Huh. Then you know what I'm after too, don't you? I have one question for you. Is that your mission? Why would I bother answering the questions of a dead man? Captain! Stay back! Just get the transport device ready. I'll take care of him. You're a funny guy. I like you. Now I'm gonna see how I like the taste of your flesh. Let the hunt begin.
Chronophantasma extend. So we'll stop once it's sake to be continued again. Oh, cool. We're doing this again. Alright. So, which one use the 6 heroes? Okay, we'll do this. We'll do it like how we did on the main story. So, Kyra, you're gonna be the odd one out. So, we'll do a stream of Kokonoe and Bullet, and then Kyra will be his own video. Oh god, it's you. Collision episode 1. Scientist. Hey, waste of space.
Well, what do you think?
I'm sorry, Litchi, but this paper, Applications of Liquid See-Through with Individual Organisms, as a contributor to this research, I can't give you the go-ahead.
Why not? You didn't have any problems with my previous report.
There's a significant difference between student work and academic research. Yeah, how to put this?
God, they're just there.
Your theory is brilliant.
Put a shirt
I
on.
think so. So do I. That is why I decided to contribute my research. But this new thesis is lacking. You don't have the proof to support your findings. Not enough to make the theory viable, anyway. For instance, here. On the 7th test, you start drawing conclusions about the karyotype, apparently based only on inference. The effects this might have on the human body are still a mystery. You only incorporate the genome at 3 points, which is not nearly enough to stabilize the Seether. You don't have sufficient evidence to support your conclusions.
Are you saying it's impossible? How do you explain Professor Relius then? He successfully demonstrated the smelting process on a body.
Litchi, you really should know better than to say his name in Sector 7. You do know what he's done, don't you? Besides, the boundary interface prime field device wasn't human. Your theory and his aren't equivalent. I'm sorry, but your thesis isn't strong enough to prove human smelting is possible. Even if this somehow got past peer review, I would never put my name on it. I'm sorry, that was too much. I didn't mean to.
Then we just need to increase our observation.
What?
If the observed values are what's holding it back, then wouldn't that be the most logical solution?
It's not that simple. Observation on a karyotype analysis is unstable, even on a cellular level. If you're really interested in improving your observation, then yes, I think your only way forward would be to look into grimoires.
What? Grimoires are almost as taboo here as Ars Magus. How could I possibly get away with using them?
Don't
You
get
don't
caught.
need to use them, only prove the effectiveness. A grimoire is created from pure Seether. Wouldn't that mean they are the most efficient way to study Seether's effects? And even among grimoires, there's one that's unique. The Azure Grimoire.
Damn it.
Have you heard of it?
Roy, please stop. The Azure Grimoire is just a library fantasy. We shouldn't rely on a power we know nothing about. We should focus on proving the theories we already have.
You're stubborn, just like her.
Her?
Kokonoe.
If I want your opinion, I'll ask for it, Roy. Notice how I didn't? Now piss off.
Pretty good impression, Roy. Who was that supposed to be again?
Hey, Kokonoe.
Professor Kokonoe.
Good morning. How long have you been there?
Oh, 5 minutes maybe. Long enough. Want to do that impression again, Roy? I liked it.
Right.
Look at this, Litchi. It's the face of a scientist so desperate to find an answer, he just fried his own brain. That's why we always need to be ready to defend our theories.
Understood.
Damn. There's nothing wrong with getting passionate about your ideas, but for God's sake, pay attention to your surroundings. You never know who might be listening. Besides, talking about grimoires, what the hell were you thinking? Obviously you weren't. Don't let people hear you.
Okay.
I'm really, really sorry.
Good. Glad we had this talk. Now go get me a cup of coffee, Roy.
Why is it always me?
You make good coffee.
Don't get smart. Think of it as a compliment. I like your brew. Now hop to it. Remember, sugar, 30 cubes. I've been using my head a lot lately.
Go get the sugar, Shinji.
Fine. Starting to feel like you just hired me to make coffee.
Little bastard. I give him a compliment and all he does is whine. Now then.
Those papers, do they have something to do with the
That was
causality
right.
weapon?
Yeah. Looks like they're dumping more funding into digging it out. Sure doesn't seem sane to me. This kind of shit is really, really supposed to stay buried. Hard to believe anyone's so thick they can't see that, but... Anyway, it's a huge headache. Like I don't have enough crap on my plate already.
Do you think the committee plans to use the causality weapon for war?
No. It was built to fight the Black Beast. If you want to fight humans, You're better off just using nukes.
Damn.
The fact that the top brass hasn't really done anything yet tells me that at least they understand that.
Then why are they doing this?
They wanted Nirvana pretty bad and pushed the operation through. It succeeded, but the only thing we got out of that was...
PTSD.
Professor, do you have any ideas?
No, it couldn't be. Never mind. You were talking to Roy earlier, right?
Huh? Oh, yes. Why?
Don't try and tap into power you can't control. It never ends well.
Right.
I understand.
If he had a tenth of your reason, I wouldn't be this worried. Look, this might sound weird, but have you noticed anything off about Roy lately?
Different? No, I can't say that I have.
Okay. Never mind then. Forget we had this conversation.
Tager here. I've reached the target.
Huh. That was fast. What are the readings looking like?
Good. I'm not seeing any life forms in the area. Is that your doing?
Yeah. I asked everybody there to leave for a little while. Don't worry. I did it nicely.
Right. I found the server.
Can you get in?
This may take a while. The password has been rotated 3 times in the last 10 seconds. I'm having a difficult time keeping up.
Thought so. Give me 5 minutes, then patch me in. I'll do this myself.
5 minutes. Understood.
Why does it sound like this may not be entirely legal?
Because it's not.
Just doing those idiots a favor and clearing out their ledger. Bringing their books back to black.
You're... what?
Here's your coffee. 30 sugars, just like you asked.
That's for 31.
Thanks. Oh, make sure you finish maintenance on that probe today. I'm putting you in charge.
The probe? Wait, are you serious?
We're finally starting.
Yep. I've been sitting on this long enough. Starting tomorrow, we're going to be looking inside the boundary.
Oh,
Understood.
you idiots.
I'll begin preparations immediately.
Excuse me, Professor.
Who knows how long it'll be before we see any results, though. Still, no time to just sit on our hands. I know he killed the sister, or had something to do with it. We need the Susanoo unit, before Yuki Terame comes back.
Kokonoe, come in. This is Tager. Preparations are complete.
Oh, right. How's this?
Done already. Impressive. Yes, we have access.
Stand by. I'm going through all the relevant data.
Roger. Kokonoe, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why are we deleting data from an operation that happened 2 years ago?
Because it's connected to the causality weapon.
Even though it was covered up, you want to make sure all the data is destroyed.
Yes. Causality weapons are dangerous. I want to erase them from history before some idiot decides it might be fun to have one.
Ha.
Sounds like you might have some theories about which idiot and what they might have planned.
Oh, I've got theories coming out my ass. But right now, the idiots I'm concerned with are the ones who are getting a little too interested in this old operation. I don't know who they are or what they want, but I'm sure it's not good. We have to cover all our bases here. That's it.
Very well.
I warned them something like this might happen. But did they delete their data? Of course not. All
No,
right,
pride
I'll
for
go
the
on.
fall,
Double
Kokonoe.
check and make sure I didn't miss anything, just to be safe.
Understood. Kokonoe, before you go, I wanted to ask you one more thing.
Someone's full of curiosity today.
It's barely detectable, but you seem upset. Did something happen?
It's nothing. If that was your question, I'm hanging up. Remember, erase everything. Upset? More like pissed. Ironic. I just gave this advice.
Yep, don't mess with power, you don't understand.
This situation isn't exactly sunshine and farts. This boundary research might pan out, but there's no guarantee I'll be able to find Hakumen. Roy's making me worried, though. He might be an idiot, but he's my idiot. Nothing wrong with being dedicated to your research, but since Ikaraga, he's been pushing himself way too hard. No way his head's still screwed on straight. I've seen plenty of scientists drive themselves mad that way.
Right.
I guess it's my responsibility to make sure it doesn't happen to him. I'm thinking too much. Maybe a little coffee.
Kokonoe, let me tell you about your future.
Damn it, it's cold. Time to call Roy.
Research.
Professor, it's Roy. Roy Carmine.
Come in.
Well, here I am. You called? Professor?
I read your report and your research. You want to tell me what the hell this is? You have got some serious explaining to do.
As you can see, that's my research on Seether.
And who the hell approved it? I can't have you using my lab to study whatever ridiculous bullshit catches your fancy. Do you even have any idea what you're doing here? Controlling and suppressing Seether. You know what the implications of this are?
Creating a black beast?
Are you completely insane?
Of course not. I do believe, however, that my research on this subject is the key to saving humanity. Needless to say, anything worth doing has its share of risks. Litchi's liquid theory is right. I know this has to be where she wants to go too. All the more reason for us to learn how to control Seether.
Forget it. That's impossible.
You know, I've been wondering, and I guess this is as good a time as any to ask, so... Are you afraid of this research? Why do you keep refusing to even consider it?
What?
My instincts tell me it has to do with the Azure. Am I right? Why are you so afraid of taking a risk?
Ridiculous. When you jaywalk, that's a risk. What you're talking about is throwing yourself off a bridge onto the freeway. You want to save the world? Great. Think of another way.
Why are you refusing to see the truth? A world without Seether is what humankind wants. It's what they need.
You can't
If there's
do
something
that.
can make happen, it's our duty to examine it.
Do I stutter? It's impossible.
No, it is possible, and I'm going to prove it. Seether is nothing more than programs in particle form.
And you can nullify them, I take it?
I believe so, yes.
Pathetic.
So remember, the world runs on Seether because of the Black Beast. And again, remember that if Seether goes, then that means, like a lot of people be dying. That was literally the main focus of the main plot, where, like, it's a literal, like, life or death, like, deal, like, with Kuchina's linchpin. Because that controls, like, Seether stops for, like, a good few minutes, and yeah, hence why this is a bad idea.
You have to know what I'm talking about. Surely the data we gathered from the Ikaraga experiment led you to the same conclusion.
Don't you ever talk about that.
Why not?
I said stop!
I'm sorry, it's just that during the Ikaraga... Oh,
My head.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
yes, I just felt dizzy for a moment.
You need some rest. I bet you haven't gotten a decent night's sleep since you came back from Ikaraga.
I don't have time for that.
Are you there, Professor?
Hold that thought. Yeah, I'm here. Come in.
Come stop your boyfriend from doing something stupid.
The results are... Oh, hello, Roy. Was I interrupting?
No, I just had a few questions regarding my research. If you'll excuse me.
Waste of space.
That idiot.
Is something wrong?
Just an error or two in his report. No big deal.
Oh, okay. Would you like some coffee?
Yes, thank you.
Of course.
He's still wavering, I think, but whatever side he comes down on is gonna be the one he commits to completely. I just hope he doesn't go the wrong way.
Ha.
Point
Collapse.
altered. Fixing relative coordinate at x18. Roger. Coordinate set to x18. Locking in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait, it's the boundary. That cauldron.
Target locked. Probe is all green. See-through transition is stable. Roy.
No. So far, I'm not getting anything.
No changes in see-through concentration either.
I don't care how trivial they look. Don't miss any fluctuations. My hunch is right. The target is close.
Oh, they haven't got Hakumen yet?
I know. We've been at this almost a year, and you've been telling us that if we don't produce results soon, we're all going to get shut down.
They're shutting the
Can't say
studio
I agree
down.
with the way this is being handled. If they hadn't lost the prime field device, we could have wrapped this up a long time ago.
Keep your thoughts to yourself. I thought I made myself pretty clear about that.
My apologies.
Which one?
I know just how the poor guy feels. If I had a boundary interface prime field device, this search would have taken half this time, if that.
Are they talking about Lambda or Noel? Because they not talking about New, because they have New.
But the 12th unit from Relius's lab is
Okay,
since Eden
it's
Key.
Noel.
Even with the parts I salvaged from the 11th, it'll take me years to rebuild her.
Okay.
Tager might come close with the artificial causality weapon, but I can't risk him right now.
Thanks for confirming, game.
This is no time for crying over spilt milk.
Kind of like, isn't Noel Tuck Leave missing?
Huh? What's wrong?
Anomaly detected in see-through concentration.
Professor, these readings.
Yeah, there's no mistake. I finally found you. Hello, Susanoo unit. Or should I call you Hakumen of the Six Heroes?
We've finally done it! Congratulations, Professor!
Don't get ahead of yourself. You still have to pull the damn thing out, and that's gonna take a while.
Nevertheless, this is one of the greatest scientific discoveries of this century. You found one of the Six Heroes alive!
Yeah, just don't get ahead of yourself. This is all part of the plan.
How did you know this is where the Susanoo unit would be?
A tip from an old friend.
Rachel.
It doesn't matter where the information came from. What matters is that we're one step closer to unraveling the mysteries of the boundary. That's all that counts.
I don't give half a shit what you think we're doing here, but let me make this crystal clear. I am not here to solve the mystery of the boundary. I want Hakumen. That's it.
He's still an important clue. Professor, with my data and our analysis of Hakumen, we could completely change the way we view the boundary.
Your data? What the hell are you talking about?
I was going to tell you eventually, but I suppose I might as well do it now. Let me get my report.
Yeah, him and Litchi been diving to the boundary like fucking idiots. While tapping into it.
What the hell is this?
What do you mean?
The Azure Grimoire? Who in their right mind would sign off on this shit? I distinctly recall telling you to back the hell off of this. What part of that was unclear?
I'm sorry, I just...
You just did exactly what I told you not to do. I don't want to hear excuses. You're gonna destroy all of this research now. I told you not to get close to the Azure.
Yeah, it drives people
What I'm
mad.
trying to do is understand the boundary and change the world.
Change the world? What, now you're trying to make yourself a god?
Yeah.
No, I only...
Look, last time you said you wanted to save the world. I respect that. It's noble. But saving and changing are two very, very different things. And I'm starting to wonder if you understand that.
That's actually a good point. Like, he went from saying, like, I want to save the world to, like, now I want to change how the world works. Like, that's two different causes there, dude. And two conflicting ideals.
I do not want to have this conversation again. Destroy this research, and after that, go back to your quarters.
Why?
Because this shit is the last thing I need right now.
But I need the Azure.
No, you don't.
Why can't you understand? This is the first real clue we've gotten. The Azure.
I swear to God, if I hear Azure one more time, that thing is useless.
Is a
But
prototype.
if we can solve the mystery of the boundary, then we can change the world. The Azure Grimoire has the answers. I know it.
Why are you so fixated on the Azure Grimoire?
Right?
It's one of the original grimoires. You know that, don't you? It has a near infinite amount of power. If I had the Azure, I'd have the power of the boundary at my fingertips.
Infinite? Huh. That thing sucks the life out of whoever carries it. You know that, don't you? The moment you get close to it is the moment you're done for.
Thank you, Kokonoe.
To me, it's just a worthless, incomplete piece of crap.
Which is true.
Then why don't we at least test it? On animals, perhaps. Or even humans. I'll be the first test subject. Kokonoe, we are years behind the library right now. If we don't do something, we're going to...
They're showing the studio now.
Do I need to remind you who's the chief of this department? In case I do, it's me. I'm not your colleague, and right now, I'm not your friend either.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have to say this. All I'm trying to do is the extension of what you did at Ikaraga. Yes, some lives were lost, but it was for the greater good of humankind, for our evolution.
Buddy, you just said greater good. So if I didn't already like you already, then I've completely don't like you now.
Our evolution? Are you seriously trying to tell me what happened at Ikaraga was good?
It wasn't.
Whatever it was, it happened, and the data we collected is true and accurate. Could it have been prevented? Perhaps, but what's done is done.
Roy, this conversation is over. Go back to your quarters.
Why? Please, tell me what's holding you back.
Morals, you idiot.
Not clear enough the first time?
I'm sorry.
Let me just say one last thing. I'm not fighting this battle to win it.
You already tapped into it.
Goddamn idiot. It's me. Once you've confirmed Roy has returned to his quarters, cut the power on number 28. Yes, I know the implications. Yes, lock him in his room. Got it?
Told that to Tager.
Professor, what's going on? Where's Roy?
He's become a liability. I don't need radicals polluting my lab with unauthorized research.
But he's worked for you for so long. You're being too harsh.
No, she's not.
I know you care about him, but you can't let your emotions cloud your judgment. Look at what's right in front of you.
Thank you.
This has nothing to do with my feelings for him.
Yes, it does.
If you look at what's in front of you for a moment, you'll see this is much too severe.
Until he gets his head on straight, I can't let him out of that room. I'm in charge, and I've made my decision.
Professor!
No, this conversation is over. Get back to your post.
They're not gonna make me think Kokonoe is the bad guy in this. Never. Like, morally bankrupt, sure.
Staring contest for the monitor? How's Roy doing?
But no.
Same as he was doing yesterday. Just sitting in the corner of his room. Hasn't even touched his food.
Why is he doing that?
Who knows? Maybe he's reflecting on his many mistakes.
I always saw scientists as a breed of person willing to make many mistakes in the pursuit of one right answer. Surely he will recover from this.
Buddy.
He's a scientist, but he's also only human. Humans have a nasty habit of making the same mistakes over and over again. I've seen a whole lot of people fall into that trap.
Do you think he's one of them?
Yes.
Professor Kokonoe,
What?
I admit my mistakes. I will destroy all of my research.
Good. I expect you to have that done shortly.
I guess he's avoided the trap.
I hope so.
Nope.
Just as promised, here it is. This is everything.
Unbelievable. How are you doing all of this right under my nose?
All I can say is that I'm sorry. I confess there's a part of me that's sad to see it disappear. But I understand that this is your decision.
I know I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, but why the sudden change in attitude?
You've made up your mind. I just couldn't see any point to arguing with you over it.
Damn.
That was uncharacteristically docile. I don't have a reason to doubt him, I guess, but
You have every reason to
I
doubt
just want
him.
to be sure. This is everything, right?
No.
Yes, it is.
All right. We're going to be busy as hell with Hawkman's excavation, so I'm going to need your help. Are you on board?
Of course. Thank you, Professor Kokonoe.
If I remember the events, his ass dips and Litchi follows him. And they don't know that they got Hawkman. Like, fully.
Roy,
Litchi.
I'm glad to see you're okay. I tried to get her to let you out, but I'm sorry. I should have done more.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. In fact, this is kind of funny. I was just about to come visit you.
Really?
Yes, I wanted to ask for your help. I need an assistant on my next project. If it goes well, we might be able to provide definitive proof for your liquid seether theory.
What?
Yep, and that's... You already know how that ends.
You done
Corruption.
loading that equipment yet? Don't forget to check the second section, and don't mess up the priorities. We have to finish prep today. As soon as we're done with the adjustments, we're going to start the excavation.
The meters are calibrated, Professor.
Good. Probably going to be a little longer. Damn, we're understaffed. Bastard sent me nothing but wet behind the ears kids this year.
Perhaps to you, but everyone here is a seasoned veteran scientist.
All the more reason you should have been done already. Never thought we'd be wasting time on this phase.
Still, we're finally here. We're about to excavate the Susanoo unit.
Once we do, things are going to get even busier. Speaking of which, where's Roy? I haven't seen him today.
Huh? Oh, I haven't seen him either.
Liar.
Late on his first day back on the job. Not giving me a lot of confidence here. What the hell is he doing? I hope he's not still hung up on that research of his. I better go take a look, just in case.
I never said Kokonoe is not a good boss.
Huh. I've never been on this end before. Usually I just make him come to me.
Heyo.
Roy, it's me. Open up. Hey, answer me. What the hell's going on in there? It's me. Open Roy Carmine's door. Yes, now! Just do it! If you died on me, you stubborn bastard. God damn it. If you're alive, say something! Hey, you listening to...
Oh, Professor. Excellent timing. I wanted to show you something.
Huh?
Take a look at this report, if you could. If my theory's correct, then this could be the discovery of the century.
This... Damn it, Roy. Are you still...
Yep.
What do you think? With the Susanoo unit and the Azure Grimoire, I think we'd be well on our way to understanding the boundary.
What the hell is this about?
What? Why, the Azure, of course. As soon as I get my hands on it, everything will change. Ah, yes, I have some notes on that. Notes? Where are my notes? Hell, I'm missing some of my papers. I need to write it down again. Paper. Give me some paper.
Roy? Are you...
No.
Please, just one moment. I forgot my notes on the Azure Grimoire. I'll get them in just a second. Oh, no, I forgot. You need your copy.
No, I'm fine. I'll be right back. Sorry to bother you.
Really? Ah, well, I would have liked to hear your thoughts on Seether. Once I tell Kokonoe we can control Seether, she'll be ecstatic. I know it.
The fuck you talking about? She's oh god.
I want answers. What the hell did Roy do?
What?
I saw the footage. You were talking to him last night. Tell me everything you know. Now!
Of course.
Idiots. The bunch of them.
Roy, what are you talking about? How would we prove the liquid theory of Caesar?
Testing on me.
You told me my
Like a
theory was
fucking idiot.
Yes, I was sad at first, but I realized that you were right. I needed better data to support my conclusion, but I'm still looking.
See what inferiority complex gets you, people.
The problem is with how you were capturing it. We've been looking at it all wrong. We don't need to increase our observation. I'm going to fire up the accelerator in the Cauldron support block. We're going to use C20 and C21. We've never done that before.
C20? I've never even heard of that.
It was research Kokonoe and I did together. Before your time, of course. When this plug connects to the cauldron, we should be able to smelt a high-temperature superconductor with the ether, creating a hybrid substance.
A hybrid substance? Wait, are you suggesting...
Yes, the same technique used to smelt the interfaces. If we analyze the data we collect during the smelting process, I'm sure we'll find the data we need to support your theory.
How could that... Wait, if that's true, then... Yes, it might be possible. But why now?
When I was locked in my quarters, I spent a lot of time thinking about ways to accelerate the excavation process. For the last few years, Kokonoe has refused to even consider this research, probably because Relius was involved with it.
It's a lot deeper than that.
Once we analyze the results of this test, the data will help us smelt a new interface, which would be invaluable for exploring the boundary.
You need a lot more souls, dude.
This would advance your work and Professor Kokonoe's. I want to help you get the results you need. Please, Litchi, help me with this.
Roy,
Again, idiots, the bunch of you.
C20 and C21? That's impossible. We retired those machines ages ago. Did Roy go into one of the plugs?
yes. He said he had to in order to control the accelerator.
Damn it. That idiot!
Yep.
What's wrong with the plugs?
He went inside,
They're
you
not
idiot.
made for fusing Caesar with conductors. They're made for smelting the cores of Nox Victoris.
What?
He wasn't wrong, though. You might actually be able to prove
And remember, those things are based off
while he was
souls.
in there, he must have fused himself with Caesar momentarily, so he could tap into the boundary's power.
The boundary? We have to stop him!
Wait! It's too late. His mind's already gone.
Quite literally.
No!
Until we understand how this all works, we won't be able to save him.
What have I done?
Listen to me, Litchi. You can't blame yourself for this. He made this choice, not you.
Quite literally.
But...
Stop it. I'm going to find a way to get that idiot back. You just promise me you'll keep talking to him like you have been, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, ViewBot just came in chat, so they got banned. The snake and the spider.
Still no luck? I'm getting nothing. What am I missing? There has to be a clue in here somewhere. What?
It's Lot Carmine. I brought my report.
What the fuck? You just said Roy.
Look at this. I've done it. We finally got a way to outmaneuver the library.
This is complete nonsense. He just keeps talking about the Azure. The latter half isn't even sentences. It's just words.
Yes, you see? The Azure can be influenced by our very chromosomes. Ah, we're one step closer to unraveling the boundaries.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like Halo Infinite, but
Good
still.
work. Thank you. I appreciate your support. You are, after all, a genius. Now, if you'll excuse me. Ah, speaking of which, I can't seem to leave this floor. Is that also an effect of the boundary?
It's just a malfunction. Don't worry about it.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Anything with shape must eventually collapse. No helping it. Naturally. You are a genius. If you'll excuse me.
Genius my ass. Can't even fix one of my students.
Kokonoe. Yeah, sorry about that. I do not know what the hell happened with that, because that was just like, internet was off for a bit, but the router was on, and same for like the modem. So I'm like, I don't know what the hell that was. They were just like, nah, you're disconnected. So bet you YouTube's gonna have a field day with this again.
The Nox Nictoris?
Ah, so strong. If one had a strong terminal like that, negating the requirements would be easy. Even the Nox Nictores and this very existence has little influence on others. I must have them. The Azure, the causality weapons, everything.
So, what happens when you combine the Azure with a causality weapon?
The Azure. Whenever I get close, the noise gets louder. That's why I shut me out.
How are you going to handle the erosion from inside the boundary?
Shut up! I'm... if you'll excuse me, Professor.
Sure. Get some rest.
I don't think we missed much.
Lock it.
How is he doing?
The corrosion is moving a lot faster than I expected. What the hell did he touch in there? If I can't figure that out, I can't reverse the process.
Professor, what can I...
Don't worry. This wasn't your fault.
But
I'm keeping the degradation at bay for now. I don't really think you should see him, though. It would be painful. Anyway, forget about that. We need to focus on Hakumen's excavation. I plan on making several forays into the boundary.
Professor Kokonoe, please report to Sector F-12 immediately. I repeat, please report to Sector F...
Again?
These are my quarters. What are you doing here?
please, cheer up.
The bugs are so noisy. They keep flying
to be okay. The professor will figure something out.
She doesn't understand anything. Anyone. Me, you.
You still have me.
Who are you?
Haha.
Roy, it's me, Litchi.
This voice, I don't know it. Who are you?
You really don't remember?
Shut up! I'm trying to do science here. Could you just be quiet?
Just stay here, Roy. I'm going to go get the professor.
Ooh, damn insects! I'm trying to hear the voice. Who are you? I can hear it. No, it's something ringing outside. I can feel it. It's calling me. This sensation. I remember it. Yes, I can prove it. I found the truth. Kokonoe doesn't know. The solution is in the beginning. Stop it. Don't interrupt me. That's no problem. Only life that returns to the center is affected. It's ringing from below?
Oh, the boundary.
There you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
Who the hell are you?
Are you serious?
You're drawn to the Azure?
Azure? Yes, of course. The Azure. This is the Azure. I must have this. The Azure. The Grimoire. The causality weapons.
Well, this is interesting. Yes, that's right. This is the Azure. Do you want it? Come away. If you come here, I'll show you a high that will blow your mind. Although it sounds like it's probably already been sufficiently blown. You don't understand a word I'm saying, do you?
So I mean, he just can't pull it off.
Azure. The Azure. No one knows. No one understands. I can win. I was right.
Yes, this way. Just a little closer, and you'll be able to smelt the Azure Grimoire right into yourself. Yes, dive in! Hurry!
Yeah, let's take a swan dive.
Azure Grimoire. Azure. Azure. Ah! I finally found it.
Who stops this idiot from going in there? Or no one does? No one? Alright. And that's why you end up in the stupid shape he is in the current day. Nice going, Litchi.
Roy! Roy!
Hurry up! Get him out of there! I don't care! Overload it if you have to!
This is Professor Carmine? How could this happen? Roy, I'm sorry.
Stay back! Tager, do you read me? Bring a cage! Yes, right now! We can't let this thing get out! Litchi, get back! Do you want to get eaten? Bring him over here. We're securing Roy.
Roy! Roy!
Estrangement. So let's fucking go. I'm tired of your shit, Litchi. Like, I am all out of sympathy. Like,
Do you have a minute?
Sure. Come in.
Sorry.
you want to go save his ass? Go save his ass. Like, I'm just out. I'm done.
You look awful. Have you slept? Like, at all?
Don't worry about me. There's something I need to talk to you about.
How many times is this? I'm sure I don't need to repeat myself at this point, but if you're going to ask to use the cauldron, the answer is still no.
No, I want the Arakune.
Why not? We've shown that the experiment you even read my report?
Okay, I've heard enough. We done here?
Please just tell me why.
You little...
If you just gave me a fraction of the resources you put into excavating the Susanoo unit, it would increase Roy's chances considerably.
Honey, right now, I'm pretty sure Kokonoe is deserving the son of a bitch, so I'm gonna need you to calm down, because otherwise he would not be here.
Do you not want to save him? Please, just give me 1 month. Let me use the cauldron.
Litchi, you're one of my best people. Do you have any idea why I took you off the excavation team and put you near Roy?
I suppose so, yes.
Then destroy that report. Now. It's in everyone's best interest.
But I feel responsible. I need to save him. Don't you feel the same? Or have you abandoned
He
that
chose
responsibility?
this!
I guess you're going to make me spell it out for you.
Spell what out?
You can't save him. And I'm starting to worry that I can't either. I can't save you or Roy.
Right, it's not worth it.
Professor!
I'm done talking. Don't let this interfere with your work any more than it already has.
I'm sorry.
Is it just my imagination, or have I been sighing a lot more recently?
No, you've been sighing a lot more.
It's not your imagination. This has been going on for days now.
Thanks, Tiger.
You done recharging yet? How do you feel?
Good, but a little heavy.
Well, I've put an artificial causality weapon in you, along with the prototype engine I was planning to put in the number 11 interface. For now, you'll just have to suck it up.
Understood. Did I just hear Litchi over there?
Yeah, but forget you did. Just my dumb students again.
Yep.
You mean Roy? I have no idea what's happened to him, but from what I gather, it must be Litchi's worst nightmare. Then again, it's probably yours as well.
Keep those opinions to yourself. We don't have time for sentimentality. You and I both have way too much work to do.
Did something happen?
Yes, we've got something on the man we're chasing.
Azrael?
The unit we sent after him was annihilated before they made it to Ikaraga. We've been trying to locate him ever since. But after the Ikaraga Federation fell to the library, the trickle of information we were getting shut off completely. Yesterday, we learned why.
What do you mean?
The war's about to end, Tater.
The Ikaraga Civil War? It's been 6 years. Why would it end now?
I got a message from someone yesterday. They'd like my help keeping someone safe.
Your help, specifically? So this must be what the NOL was after.
Exactly. Our friend is willing to make a secret deal with us to help our assets escape. That means the war's nearly over.
Interesting. What do you want me to do?
You're a sharp one.
I doubt you'd tell me all this just to leave me behind. Do you want me to protect the asset?
No, I need you on the front lines.
Ikaraga.
Yes, you're going to be launching an attack on a particular target from the NOL, with help from the Ikaraga Federation, of course.
And just who will I be attacking?
The head of the Muski family. The highest-ranking commander of the Praetorian Guard.
Kagura?
What? You mean...
Yep, our target is the Black Knight, Kagura Muski.
Professor Kokonoe has already given up on Roy. I'm
Whatever.
his only hope now. I have to do something.
Yeah, go on, Savior Complex. There's that very
Inject the
punchable
inhibitor
face.
into Lot Carmine. Increase scope of target organs by a factor of 1.25. Readings appear to indicate a decrease in neurotransmission. Condition is stable. Releasing restraints 2 through 6. Beginning removal of Seether solution. Just hang on, Roy. I promise I'll save you. What? That's impossible. The numbers are still flat. Why? No, you have to hold still. Stop.
And that's how you escape
That should be
Sector
everything.
7.
I'll give you more details later when...
What? Is this an attack?
Nope, it's an idiot breaking free.
I really don't need this right now. Litchi released his restraints? Understood. Seal the airlock. Do not let him escape. Well, this is wonderful. Tager, we've got an insect on the loose. Go capture it.
What about Litchi?
What about it?
Find her, grab her too. If she gets in your way, knock her out. Just don't hurt her.
Understood.
You let your emotions get the best of you.
Right.
Not like I've got a leg to stand on, though. I was the one who got them working with each other.
Yep.
These kids are a real pain. Guess I should head out there too. Tager might not be able to handle this one on
Yeah, give me playable Kokonoe. Well, she's already playable, but
Or
still.
maybe not. Here I thought you'd head straight for the cauldron. Are you actually after something? Or did your hatred for me somehow survive whatever happened to you? Huh. You took the ducks all the way here. Guess that's one of the advantages of not being human anymore. Is this the body you wanted? How's it feel? You're still looking for it? I thought your mind was completely gone. But I guess some part of it is still there. Huh. So you're after my memories? Did you eat a few on your way here? Or is this just because you still think you're my sister? I guess that doesn't matter. I can't let you have my memories. You're going back in the cage.
Just give me the word. You ain't said nothing but a word, bitch.
Did I get him?
No.
Where'd you You dodged my attack by hiding in the ground. I think you're actually smarter than you were as a human.
Ha.
Still got that stubborn single-mindedness. You really think I don't have a backup plan or two?
Freeze them.
Ever heard of Kushinada's linchpin? It uses human souls to nullify Seether, and this baby was based on it. The effect only lasts for a split second, of course, and I have to come into direct contact with you. A little ironic, though, wouldn't you say? I'm using the Seether nullification you invented to catch you. Oh, now you want my help? You should have tried that first. Now you're just going back into the cage. What?
Like a bitch.
Damn it. Hey, it's me. He's in the dust. Close all exits and deploy every unit we have stationed here. Call in mercs if you have to. We need to catch this bastard.
No, we don't.
Don't wait for approval. This is a direct order. Do it. How could he? Damn it. Somebody else helping him? I don't believe this.
Yeah, good old mom killers helping out.
Kokonoe. Sorry, but I've lost the signal.
Understood. I've placed units at all entrances and exits. Rendezvous with them and coordinate the capture effort.
Understood. Just to be sure, our mission is still to capture him, correct?
Yes.
Understood.
Whatever. Like I said, I'm done.
Is this where you've been? We were looking for you.
Where's Roy?
He has escaped from the facility. We're searching for him right now.
Of course. Maybe this was the answer.
What?
There would have been no way for me to restore Roy from inside Sector 7.
Whatever. I don't care.
I've been thinking a lot about my sins. Turning him into that monster.
That was all him.
Sins? Litchi, it was an accident. Kokonoe said so herself. It isn't your fault.
But I helped him, and I released his restraints.
That was on you.
Were you going to take him to the cauldron?
All I wanted to do was get Roy back. That's it. I'm thinking about leaving Sector 7 and going after Roy.
So you can make him human again. Can that even be done?
I don't know. But I do know that I have to do something. Even if that means killing him.
You know what? I'm actually waiting for, like, the central fiction so we can see what the fuck the conclusion of your goddamn story is. Because, again, like, outside of, like, one spoiler-ass thing I found out about the goddamn thing in her head, that's about it. I'm just like, I want to see how this plays out, okay? Because I'm just tired. Like, yeah, I'm just tired of the whole Litchi sympathy thing. The Litchi train with this and like the fuck up that is fucking Arakune. So I'm just done with this plot line.
Do you see why I need to leave?
No.
Yes.
Oh. I have to admit, I thought you would try and stop me.
What would that accomplish?
What?
I doubt you would listen if I tried to talk you down. Perhaps you don't see it, but you and Kokonoe are more alike.
Don't compare them.
Really? How funny.
Why is that funny?
Roy told me the same thing once. I'm sorry. Was that?
No, I just can't remember the last time I saw you smile.
Well, now that I've told you what I've been thinking, I feel much lighter.
Then perhaps this is the answer. You want me to tell Kokonoe?
No, I'll tell her myself. Thank you, Tager, for everything.
Of course. Good luck.
Don't wish her good luck, Tager. This game. Damn.
Never thought I'd hear from you.
We managed to figure out who's connected to Azrael.
Seriously? How?
I went through all the records from that period with a fine-tooth comb. Thousands of records.
Like walking door to door across the whole city. I'm sorry, Kokonoe.
Fortunately, I've got people under me who follow my orders without question.
I'm sorry, Tager. Are you sure about this one?
Yes, they're inside Sector 7, and we have proof they're connected to Azrael. Just don't forget, Azrael is... well, Azrael. He's never going to be house-trained, if you know what I mean.
They don't call him Mad Dog because it's fun. Frankly, I'm amazed you kept him on a leash this long.
Not really a leash, more of an alignment of interests. I doubt he ever gives half a shit about his mission. He's a monster, that's it. Whenever he shows up to a fight, it turns into a bloodbath. Friends, enemies, bystanders, it doesn't matter to him. Of course, sometimes that's exactly what the committee wants.
So you're saying maybe where we'll send him, we can use that to our advantage?
Yep, that's why I called you. Figured you were ready to wipe the red out of your ledger.
Yeah, I suppose that was part of the deal.
Speaking of deals, you still owe me for Tager's repairs after the last time.
Oh, you haven't gotten that yet? How do you plan on beating Azrael?
The Azure Grimoire.
You've actually found it?
No, but we're going to pretend that we did find it, in the depths of Ibukido.
Do you think he'll fall for that?
Oh, I'm sure he will. The committee has expressed a lot of interest in the Azure Grimoire, too.
Alright then, couldn't this seem a little too convenient?
riot needs to look real. We'll need to deploy 200 soldiers.
Are you serious? You think that many soldiers could even fit in Ikarga? No. It hasn't even been 6 months since the war ended. These Sector 7 troops are not going to be welcome there.
Why the hell do you think I'm talking to you? This is the part you're supposed to figure out.
You're kidding me. It's impossible.
Is that so? Well, let's just see how impossible it is compared to what you asked me for.
Damn. Well, when you put it that way, fine. I'll give this to my spectacular assistant, who I have no doubt can give yours a run for his money.
What? I'm gonna need you to commit about 200 men, too. We need to buy some time in Ibukido.
Whoa. Are you seriously suggesting a joint operation between Sector 7 and the NOL?
Nothing that idiotic. We're both just going to happen to be in the same place when a common enemy shows up.
Fine, I'll figure something out. I'll throw in 10 or so guys who can make the restraining fields. Is that enough?
Plenty. While we're setting up, I'll need them to back up Taker.
I thought you didn't like Ars Magnus.
I don't. But in for a penny, in for a pound, right? If it'll get me what I want, I'll use all the Ars Magus I have to.
And even nukes.
Are you sure you can capture him, though? We're talking about the Azrael. Honestly, even 10 people casting restraints isn't going to do much.
You don't need to worry about that. We aren't going to be restraining him.
Wait, what? What the hell is that?
Keep your pants on. You'll see. For now, just don't forget to spread that rumor about the Azure Grimoire being in Ibukido.
I'm just not looking forward to facing the music when the truth comes out.
If we send in some units to retrieve the Azure Grimoire, I'm sure our target on the committee will make a move.
Excuse
They
me.
want power, after all. Why not go after the Grimoire everyone says is the most powerful?
Maybe that was a fake.
They can't risk someone else getting it. They'll play their trump card, Azrael.
When does this happen?
I'll let you know when I have a solid time. This is just a skirmish. But make sure you hold up your end.
Yeah, you too.
What do you mean by skirmish?
That's for me to worry about, not you. Looks like things are finally starting to change for the better, though. These last few years have been busy as hell. Though I guess it has kept me on my toes.
Yep.
Of course, we've still got a lot on our plates. Need to fix the number 11 device, get Hakumen out of the boundary. And now this.
I know. Our first task is capturing Azrael, correct?
Correct. So I'm sending you to Ikarga. I really need you to come through on this, Taker. We can't let anyone get the jump on us.
Understood. TR-0009 Taker, commencing mission.
So we have to join the fight, or is it a to be continued type of thing? Ruins of Ibukido. Jesus, how long is this? 8.
This is the 7th hierarchical city, Kazumotsu. I'd heard it was among the first cities to recover from the war. It's hard to believe this was a battlefield only recently. Tager here. I've arrived in Kazumotsu.
Good work. Keep both eyes open.
Understood. No problem so far. I don't think they've managed to discover the camouflage ship.
Don't screw this up. If you get caught, you're gonna make things tough for the soldiers following you in.
I'm aware of the stakes, but I have not been able to locate the soldier Kagura said he would dispatch.
I'm right here. I've been here for a while, actually.
Hey, Hibiki.
Impossible. That I failed to notice this child.
That's a chat. Nope. Not even going there. But yeah, I don't think if I've told this story before, but someone who's like a real is an Under Night account. Like they did like a lot of sprite work for like different Under Night characters, and one of the characters they ended up doing was like, I think they ended up doing one for Hibiki, like, and I think it was him in Noel's outfit, and it was just like Blazblue Reddit did not like that, so they banned it because it was not safe for work apparently, and it was like really tame. So it was like that's just weird. So like they were being weird, or they caught feelings and they didn't like that. So because people are weird about that stuff. Just he rocked it. I will say that. Like if I find the picture, I'll probably include it in this. So yeah.
You must be Tager. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Hibiki Kohaku, Colonel Kagura's secretary.
I've heard as much from Kokonoe, though she didn't mention your skill. Few can erase their presence so thoroughly.
That's very kind of you to say, sir. It's been a while, Professor Kokonoe.
Yeah, since the Civil War. Thanks for helping us out.
I could say the same to
He
you.
also has a really snazzy
Everything you
theme.
asked for.
Not like
We've also arranged to have troops here.
it's a really good theme.
If there's anything else, please let us know.
Sure, will do. Thanks.
Like of all the newcomers, is like I like Hibiki's theme. Ice had a good one. Nine definitely had a good one. Naoto's good, and Izanami like.
Did I say something strange?
No, I'm only surprised by your competence. Given the nature of your commander, I was expecting something different. My apologies.
The Colonel's talents mean that someone else must do much of the legwork for him.
Ah, of course. I understand completely.
Tager?
Wait, I didn't mean anything by it.
Yeah, I did.
Forget it. We don't have time for chit-chat. Just get our equipment up and running.
Understood.
Well, if you follow me, I can show you a quicker route to Ibukido.
Thank you. It hasn't changed much.
Indeed, the city is much as it was 3 years ago.
I know the truth, of course, but it boggles the mind to think that all of this was done by a single weapon.
Yep.
Yes. Do you see that rock over there?
Has it melted? Was this part of the destruction?
Yes. All of the buildings and rubble for several miles are melted like this. We're fairly distant from the epicenter. I'm sure you can imagine how it might look.
Enough power to destroy an entire hierarchical city. I can see why someone would chase after power like this. As foolish as that might be. Kazumotsu's recovery was impressive, but it looks as though Ibukido has been left almost untouched.
Yes, well, the top brass has different visions for Ibukido and Watatsumi.
I suppose both Ibukido and Watatsumi were rebel strongholds during the war. I doubt the NOL would look kindly on that.
Since we are technically enemies, this might sound strange, but I cannot see the wisdom in their decision.
Don't worry. Every organization has a few who question its motives.
Right.
That's why I'm here. Given the nature of this mission.
Right. Well, I'll be returning to Yamiko to prepare myself for tomorrow. Godspeed, sir.
Can I ask you something, Kokonoe?
What?
You have no apparent qualms about nuclear weapons, but you leave causality weapons alone. Why?
Until you fire a nuke, it's just a pile of radioactive metal. That thing that went off in Ibukido? No human knows how to control that thing. Who knows what it might do?
I see. I'm glad you're my commander.
Well, if you're done being sweet, I need you to get back to work. I'm gonna have to burn your engine dry on this one.
Giggity.
I'm feeling somewhat less glad.
Well, she said she's gonna burn his engine dry.
Tager here. The device has been planted, and the soldiers are in position.
Good. I just heard from Kagura. Sounds like they're in position too.
Then we're just waiting for Ezreal. Is there any chance he won't show up?
Don't worry your pretty little head. I've already heard some twitching from the committee. He'll be there. I guarantee it. Just do what we planned and everything should be good. We'll capture him as soon as the restraints go up. Got it?
Yes. What about the timing?
I'll synchronize from my end. Just wait for my signal before you activate it.
Understood.
One more thing. This operation with Kagura... Huh?
What's wrong?
Just got a ping. Yeah, no mistake. It's Azrael. Kagura!
Already heard you. 2 small teams to the south are already engaged. We're keeping our distance as well as we can and maintaining a northward course.
Don't overextend yourself. We don't want to waste any lives we can save. Just bait him to the rendezvous.
Sure thing. Take care now.
This is it, Taker. Don't screw it up.
Don't fuck it up.
Understood. Commencing mission.
The Red Devil and the Mad Dog. How many episodes are these, man?
Seriously? They sent me out here to play paintball with these losers? So
God,
you
he
discovered
scares
this
me.
all-powerful Azure Grimoire, and all you're gonna send to protect it are kids with pea shooters. I'm gonna turn you into a pulp.
Wait, so Ragna hasn't been... Shouldn't Ragna be on his like, destroying every NOL branch? Or he doesn't start that yet?
Well, isn't that a coincidence? Doesn't matter. Ally with whoever you want. You'll just give me more to play with. What? How did he stop a bullet with his bare
Cause this man's a fucking demon.
This is yours. Your buddy eats it, and you're all just gonna stand there? No charging in to fight? Alright, good. I accept your challenge. Let's see what that iron will's gonna get you. What's going on, Kokonoe? Are you ready yet?
He's just murdering a lot of people.
Not yet. Just hold your ground. Die if you have to. If he gets past you, this whole thing is screwed. We'll see him soon. That's when we strike. Don't miss your chance.
Ah! Damn it! Hold formation and pull back!
Kinda wish they had more, you know,
That was a waste of
backgrounds.
time. I'd get as much of a workout swatting flies. I really hope they'd have some heavy hitters out here for that grimoire, but this is a real letdown. Might as well pick it up and get out of here. Huh? I've got you, Azrael.
Now, Taker, do it!
Do the thing.
What the hell? We got it.
You're fighting my gravitational manipulator and Ars Magus restraint spells. And 17 layers of protection. That ought to be enough to hold even you.
Is that you, Kokonoe?
Ding, ding, ding. How's it feel to be on the other end of an ass-kicking? Not sufficiently humbling, if your expression is any indication.
You've seriously underestimated me if you think this is gonna be enough.
Oh no, I think I've estimated you very well. That's why I bought a little insurance policy. What?
This is our chance! He's captured!
You
Fire!
fucking idiots.
God damn it, you idiots! Hold your fire!
Damn, I can't see Azrael through all this smoke.
He's about to murder some people.
Why are your men firing? Tell them to pull back!
Those ain't his men.
I can't! They're too angry! This is bad!
Oh, nice
Not
job,
getting here.
General.
Make them stop! What the hell was that? Taker, report!
We may have a problem.
He broke free.
He's not even scratched!
My hat would be off if I had one, Kokonoe. Impressive insurance policy.
You escaped? Impossible!
Since you were nice enough to tip your hand, how about I show you what I'm holding?
Is he letting his restrictions go?
practically making the ground shake.
He's a monster. Run!
Idiots.
What? No! Hold your ground! Damn it, Kokonoe, this is bad!
You can break their morale with a look? Impressive.
That's like Conqueror's
Can you
hockey.
use the gravity manipulator again?
No.
Maybe, but I don't think you'll fall for it twice. And without Ars Magus support, it'll only be half as effective. That only leaves us with one option.
Beat him into submission.
I need you to keep him there. I just need a few seconds.
I will do my best. You're done chatting. Azrael.
You're Sector 7's Red Devil, right? I haven't forgotten that time you stood me up. Hurt my feelings. I was really looking forward to that fight. Don't sweat it, though. I'm sure you're gonna make it up to me today. With interest.
Oh, God.
Sorry, but I'm not here for your entertainment.
I don't like how he said that.
Maybe not. But judging from the little party you threw, you were expecting me. I figure the only reason for that is that the Azure Grimoire isn't actually here. If you wanted to see me, you could have just sent an invitation.
He's talking like it's as if the rents
Do you
due.
think I give a damn whether that stupid book's here or not? I'm just looking for a nice meal. And now that you finally showed up, I think I can expect a satisfying dinner.
You monster.
Yeah, yes he
Something
is.
wrong, Red Devil? Believe me, you don't need to hold back.
What is this feeling? My body acts as though it fears him, but I've never met this man before. How is that possible?
Technically you did meet him
Well, Red
in
Devil,
another lifetime.
shall we begin?
Finally, we get a fight.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Alright, you guys both are part of Sector 7, so it makes sense you get this one. Oh god, you're limited! You're limited! Oh god! No, no, get the fuck away from me! Can you put... Go, like, why the fuck is he glowing?
Please tell me that wasn't all you've got in you. I want more.
This is impossible. He's not human. Kokonoe, are you ready yet?
Hang in there. Just a little longer.
What? Not enough of a handicap? All right. I'll give you 10 seconds. Do whatever you want to me.
Don't insult me, bastard.
Really? Is this all? It can't be, can it?
I can't believe this.
Do you have any idea how long I've been dreaming of this fight? I'm used to disappointment, but this...
Damn.
I've had enough. This is a waste of my time. Now that I know the extent of your strength, I don't see any point in dragging this out. We both had our fun, so how about we just call it quits? I think the Black Knight is still in Ikaraga. Maybe I'll see how he tastes. Goodbye, Red Devil.
Excuse me.
Taker, dodge!
What? His right arm. Did I actually connect?
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm all set. Do it!
Understood.
The power science.
A moment too soon. Not quite the same as the restraint field, is it?
You again, Kokonoe! What is this?
I'm not sure why, but you've got some sort of limiter. I just took advantage of it.
What? The enchant Dragonoff!
I overloaded it with Taker's idea engine. It took me a little while to get it synchronized, but I think you'll agree the end result is pretty impressive.
Damn, uses all limiter against him.
Oh, give it up. You of all people should know how pointless that's gonna be. You dug your own grave, Azrael.
God damn you, Kokonoe!
If he hasn't already, I don't think your request is gonna tip the scales. Let's just wrap this up.
seen that style somewhere before. Now I understand. It all makes sense.
Time to go to your kennel, lapdog.
That's a cool portrait.
Good work, Tager.
Well, cool
I finished the
CG.
transfer.
Where is he?
Ice prison.
World full of ice, where he's not going to see the light of day ever again.
I see.
Well, told the plot demands it.
Kokonoe. That scar on his right arm.
What about it?
No, never mind. It's nothing. My attacks all felt as if they did nothing. His right arm must have had an old wound. Does that mean that I simply got lucky and struck an old wound? I find it hard to believe that would be enough to hurt him. I suppose I'll never know now. Nonetheless, I suppose we owe our thanks to Kokonoe's mystery collaborator. Without them, this would never have worked. Mission complete. TR-0009 Tager, returning to base.
And there
Epilogue.
you have it. So long as some idiot doesn't let Azrael out, we've got nothing to worry about.
Well, that's definitely a load off my mind. The last thing I want is some nut job tearing up Ikaruga while we're in the middle of rebuilding it. If he does show up again, can we just use the same trick to stop him?
Don't work that way.
Unfortunately not.
What? Why not?
The idea engine I put in Tager was a prototype, and what I did put too much stress on it. We can't do that again. I mean, to be honest, it wasn't even remotely built to do this kind of thing. If I'd messed it up, Azrael's limiter could have flooded the system and blown Tager into little bits.
Right, so no more using the limiter against him. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. If he does escape, we'll figure something out, but don't expect us to get lucky like that again.
Speaking of, well, nothing, I guess. What happened to the committee member who sicked him on the Azure Grimoire?
Dead.
Assassinated?
Suicide, from what I hear. At least that's the public story. I didn't find any holes in the report, though, so...
Still smells like a cover-up to me.
Yep.
The timing's just a bit too convenient.
Azrael's capture gave us more than enough to get them in hot water. And when you add in a couple counts of murder, suicide might start to look like a pretty good option. At least that's what the investigation concluded. I agree, though. Something feels not quite right. I found a disturbing name in some of the data we seized. Somebody who's been dead for a long time.
Well, this is
Relius Clover.
an organization for a long time. Wouldn't surprise me if there weren't quite a few layers to the truth. All we can say for sure right now is that we managed to get Azrael. How about we just pat ourselves on the back and call it a day?
Good point. So, how are things at the library?
Okay, I guess. It's only been 6 months since the war ended. We'll be spending a lot of time rebuilding.
Are you still going forward?
Probably. When the time comes, I might need to call in another favor.
I'm sure we'll need one eventually, too. Why don't we just stop doing this dance? We already know just how aligned our interests are.
Point taken. First, though, how about we just try to live long enough to see the day we're looking forward to? That'll be hard enough, I think. This is a dangerous world.
You're one to talk.
Oh, speaking of danger, did you hear about the new guy? Almost like he popped up to replace Azrael. One of the NOL branch offices got attacked. We're still waiting
Oh, Ragnar.
to figure out what happened.
I'm sure there's no shortage of people who got a beef with the NOL.
Now he
Not
starts
just
his
in
attack.
Oregon.
True, but the thing with this one is that they say he took out the whole place on his own.
Alone? You're screwing with me.
Apparently he's calling himself Ragnar the Blood Edge. Maybe someday he'll drop onto our radar.
Blood Edge? If that's true, then this just got a lot more
She
interesting.
knows who Ragnar is.
Putting together everything we need. It's gonna take time, but it is happening.
I know. Just try not to mess it up.
Yeah, you too.
Kagutsuchi, the 13th hierarchical city. can feel him.
Whatever.
He's here, somewhere. Roy is here. Just wait for me. I promise I'm going to bring you back.
Let me tell you about your future too. That really... Wow. So, I get shit on, like, how the hell Lambda comes back? That's what you're telling me? Like, what the fuck? Oh, like, that's the main reason I did Kokonoe's thing. I was just like, alright. Surely they're gonna tell me, like, how the hell Lambda came back. But they were just like, no, here's what's happening, like, from Sector 7 of the past. Like, from how that dumbass got corrupted, to Litchi leaving, to her pulling Hakumen out the boundary, and how they captured Azure the first time. I'm like, that... Alright. I got nothing. So, like, you heard my thoughts on that, because, yeah, not the biggest Litchi fan here. Like, this game had me waver my sympathy for her, but after all that shit, no. And then the main story stuff happened, too, so I'm like, again, way to kill all my sympathy for you, Litchi, because... And I still do not care for Arakune. Sorry for whoever is a fan of him or want to see what the hell happens to him. So yeah, I do not care for the dude. Like he's annoying to fight, and I do not care for him like as a character. So that I've been that way since day one. Like that's not changing anytime soon. But yeah, as far as like the overall story went, I was like, I really can't complain. Outside of like, you know, wishing again what the hell happened in to cause Lambda to come back. But I'm pretty sure that'll probably get explained someday down the line, because I was just like, oh, this is like a story thing. I was like, I'm just like shrugging my shoulders, wondering like why introduce her and then have a whole ass section for added content, and then don't like establish like, okay, this is how we reintroduce Lambda, because like all I remember again is from reading like the brief description for Chronophantasma, like on the Wicca. I was like, okay, surely I gotta go to the story mode in the Sten section, they'll tell me about her, but that's not the case, so yeah, it is what it is. So, like I said, gotta do the same thing for Bullet to Kagura. Bullet's gotta be another, like I said, we're gonna, like, if nothing else happens Thursday, we'll do Bullets, like, we'll stream that, and then Monday, we'll, the video for Kagura will be uploaded, like, that's gonna be on YouTube the same day, and then after that's done, we move on to the gag endings, and then after that's done, we move on to, like, Teaching Us Litchi, then Remix Heart, and we'll officially wrap up Chronophantasm. So that's, yeah, the end is near. Like, it's, like, for reals this time, like, where it's just, like, we have nothing else to touch on this game, like, after all is said and done. So, I thought it'd be longer, but it's not really. So, again, I'm like, whole new content all around. So, especially with, like, the new gag endings, that's gonna be something to look forward to. So, I'm like, because I do not know any of the new gag ones. Like, from Misten. Like, the ones from Chronophantasm, yeah, I know what all those are. So, like, that's no problem there. But the new ones, like, that's gonna be something. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, I appreciate you. Like, either if you're watching through both either Twitch or YouTube, I appreciate you just staying by and watching even through all the technical difficulties, because I do not know what the hell is happening, because they was like, you're not connected out from the internet, and then so like technically you were. It's like it was weird. It is weird. Twitch was being weird. It's one of those things. So again, whatever. I thank you guys for just being here regardless. As always, be safe. Keep your friends close. Keep your family close. And just know, as long as you always have a support system, you are never truly alone. And it's for all those people who just like who are like going through rough spots, just know it gets better. Like for all the bad times, there are like equally good times waiting for you. And always remember, like, there's someone out there for you. Like, you just haven't found them yet. So don't feel like, like you're just gonna be like in a like someone's there for you. Like, there's always gonna be someone to support you no matter what. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Like, you may not think it, you may not maybe feel like no one will care if like you disappear or if like you matter, but you do. Always. I'll tell you as many times as you need to hear it, you matter. Always. And like I said, and because my goal since day one is like, as long as I make someone's day, like one person, don't matter. Like that, I did my job. So again, we're reaching the finale of the finale of this one. Like, for realsies. Like, not even the whole like main story finale. Like, we're finishing up with this game, and then we move on to the other stuff. And then, like, after this game's done, we, like, the next time we'll touch Blazblue is, ironically, the 2 prequel life novels. So then we move on to not Chronophantasma, but Central Fiction. But we're near the end. We're near the end of the Blazblue series, and honestly, like, this is gonna, like, get me like it did the Clash of Ninja series, because I grew up with this series, and this, like, I will not stop stressing this enough. Like, this series means a lot to me. Like, it really does. So the fact that years later I get to replay these games, rekindle my love and joy of these games, and share that with, like, however many people have been watching, both on Twitch and YouTube, it means a lot. It means a lot that I could actually start doing, like, the story on this stuff. Because, again, like I said, this game in particular, I did the arcade mode first, but never sat down and did the story, uploaded the story, and would, comment on that. But here we are, like, a few years later, and we're doing it. So I'm glad you guys are here for the ride, and I hope you enjoy it as we, like, coast on through these games. And I hope you have a, like, appreciation of this. If you're not into fighting games, like, I hope the story's gotten to you, the characters. I just hope something stuck with you throughout these playthroughs. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm not gonna, like, be like, I'm not gonna force you to like it. That's never my thing. Like, just as long as you get something from that. Even for me, like, playing the games, like, as long as you get something from it. Anyway, that's a wrap. I will see you guys, if nothing happens, if all things go to plan, I will see you guys Thursday, where we resume for a Bullet story. That should be fun, because it's Bullet.